It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we are going to watch the Expanse Season 4, Episode 3, titled Subduction. That's like a chemistry thing, right?
I feel like it means to go inside, or like a cycling out of stuff, like rock gets subducted into the earth and then more stuff is pushed out from the inside of it. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah. It's
something.
Some stage of some cycle of some kind.
Maybe
right?
that's a different word, but I think that's what it means.
Right, well there's induction, which...
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that means. That's another word.
And then there's reduction.
Yeah,
which is the decretion of things.
Yeah.
But none of this is relevant, probably. So
it's outer space.
Yes, last episode, more like inside of the tower.
Yeah.
He went inside the tower and he cut the thing.
He cut the root.
And then all of a sudden the tower started doing some stuff.
Everything activated.
Yes, and there was
lightning
a bunch
in
of
the sky.
lightning, yeah. Crazy stuff. It's almost like, so we have, I'm going to start theorizing here about what is sort of evolving and going on.
Okay.
So we have these little swarms of scary bugs,
yes.
Right? But they're metal. Mm-hmm. They're and then we have these towers that when activated, they have seemingly almost like an electricity thing, some sort of electricity field going on.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that there's the beings on this planet are we're robots, basically.
Machine organisms. I mean, weren't they saying that? The characters were saying that might be what's going on here. It could be an organism that we see as a creation. So yeah.
But also, I mean, that the likelihood of I would say that it's much more likely that biological life creates those towers.
Well,
and creates,
and also the fact that one of their characters suggested that could be it means that's probably not the real answer.
Probably not it, yes.
Because otherwise they wouldn't have hinted that right away, but maybe you could be onto something, and I like that idea for sure.
Yeah, and the whole planet's kind of like a power plant. And if you think about it, we've only seen these little teeny robots. So maybe
they seem like they're probably a security system of some kind or something like that.
And also probably can get enough energy from the power of the sun. But any other bigger versions of these things would maybe need these power plants to be activated, which they couldn't be until just now.
Okay, so you're going to say maybe there's larger machines that are about to... Ooh, interesting.
That's my... That's
I'm going to get
I'm having.
A Horizon Zero Dawn kind of situation of robot dinosaurs.
Wouldn't that be friggin' awesome?
Yeah, I could do with that.
Is this Naomi with a bow?
Yeah.
Just blowing up the shiny pieces of them
just
until
be wow, I had no idea that Horizon was just a rip-off of the Expanse. No one told us. No,
so much credit for being
probably
creative.
not it.
Yeah, no. But
Bobby got into a scrape with some criminals, right? Mm-hmm. So we had to know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, that's right.
Taking us away from Ilis and back to our home solar system.
That's right, and she didn't just waste them all, giving herself, plausible deniability about where she was. They saw her face, and now she's in the crosshairs. Mm-hmm. She should know better. But also, her nephew was there. Is her nephew?
Yes.
Right, yeah, was there. So I'm sure that she didn't just want to crush their faces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody pointed out in the comments, I think, that the girl that she, put down there was, there are hints that she was the one responsible for the murder that Bobby got accused of.
Oh.
So it's I guess she's at that scene when everybody's getting, held up by the cops or whatever. So I don't know if we were supposed to know that or if somebody maybe gave us a little spoiler or something, but who knows?
Still an interesting tidbit. It's not something that we would have probably noticed.
Anyway, so I don't think so.
Well, that's cool. And we're also learning that no matter if you're, who knows how far away, millions of light years away from your home system, apparently belters and inners just can't get along for more than 45 seconds before someone gets shot in the head.
Yeah, that Game of Thrones guy shot somebody.
Yeah.
He probably shouldn't have, but he was going to have to look over his shoulder because there was all that conflict going on. He's outnumbered, certainly, by them. You gotta take drastic measures, but it's just...
We were kind of discussing for a while last time about like whether in a situation like that where there is no like higher authority you can go to and just be like, hey, like these guys keep like threatening me, and he's like already injured and stuff, and it's like it's kind of either you or them, and you have to kind of decide the severity with which you like respond to them continuing to threaten you after you've already made yourself as clear as possible.
Exactly.
But we live in a society here, so I don't think that just because someone says they're going to come after you for some reason that you should immediately, without pause, shoot them right in the head. But if you're on another planet in the same type of situation that these guys are in, it's kind of like, don't go threatening people unless you're like actually willing to. I
suppose,
execute.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Did you really just say we live in a society?
We do live in a society. It's starting to look less and less like one every day, but so far, our society is still.
I understand that that's a meme, but I've never really been able to make sense of how to use it or what it means.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It's missing a couple of basic pieces that give it any sort of real gravity.
I see.
Like we live in a civilized society or something like that is actually saying something, but it's just sort of, you're not actually saying anything in particular. Like, well, we live in a society, I suppose, kind of. At least it's not a non-society.
Okay.
We're still held accountable to something or someone at some point for some reason.
It's not the space version of the Wild West, which is what they are living in.
They don't live in a society.
No.
This is not a society.
Well, yeah. Should we see what they're getting up to, I guess?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do we have more pre-discussion? That was a weird one.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we're good.
We have a Patreon. We're ahead down there. There's full-length reactions, so you can check that out if you want to. Otherwise, thanks for being here. Let's watch The Expanse.
And if anyone knows the definition of subduction, if we were wrong, please leave it in the comments down below.
That's
so that
right.
We
don't look
science.
things up as a rule.
Nope.
So.
Uh-oh.
Everybody back up! Back the fuck up!
That's Amos's new friend, right?
Yeah.
My God, what?
Yeah, Amos is looking at them like, you idiot.
Fucking kill Coop.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna kill Soul?
Well, no. Let's not escalate this, shall we?
The lightning is moving in a straight line.
Is it really wise to be listening to the Miller apparition, Holden? You don't know what they want.
Yeah. It's not Miller. It's the protomolecule.
You've got lightning
Coming your way, it's gonna hit the settlement!
What are the odds of that?
know where lightning's gonna strike.
That's just one way to diffuse the tension.
Jesus.
What the hell was that? We're not exactly sure.
Miller turned something on.
That sounds bad.
Is everyone
Miller
okay?
didn't do anything.
More or less.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Power's out all over
Doesn't
the
have.
place here.
What does it say? He doesn't have hands? He
Yeah.
can't touch anything?
The belter wasn't armed, but it was
3-1.
God damn it.
Percy shot an unarmed man in
Cold blood, and no one did anything.
The lightning blew this place up right after. First things last, I guess.
I think it's a good idea to leave here now.
Amos, keep a lid on the situation.
Okay, you want me to shoot Morty?
No, I don't want anyone to shoot anyone. Just do what you can.
What do you want us to do?
Secure our modules. No one lifts a finger to help them.
Oh, what?
Wow.
No, you're all on this planet together. One population.
No, because you see, back home, they belong to one group and we belong to another group, so
That's
we can't
so
possibly...
far away. That might as well not exist.
I know.
If Miller knew or cared about us, he would have warned me about the settlement. Not sure I can trust him anymore.
Good thinking.
Wow. So glad you got there, man.
One strike every 3.71 seconds, exactly 3.22 kilometers apart. It's too consistent to be a natural phenomenon.
Yeah.
Creating it. Well, get this. Each strike is a superposition of 13 separate discharges. It has to be one for each moon, right? Not that I have any idea what the hell that means.
Oh, the crazy moons.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Holden, it's Dr. Okoye.
I'm a little busy right now, Doctor.
The lightning phenomenon seems to have started at the ruins. I'm aware.
We need to go there now.
I'm already there.
Yeah, I did this.
Get there so quickly.
Yeah, he may have started all this. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because of the celebrities?
I'll see you there.
No.
Doctor, it's really not necessary
I'm
that
coming.
That seems like a new character.
Yeah.
Secretary Afzarella is part of the Old Guard, and we can't afford to let this be an Old Guard moment.
Oh,
These worlds
her
are a new
opponent
start for all of us.
in an election.
Finally gets fair.
Don't worry. A nice, clean battle where I know who the real enemy is. I'm looking forward to it.
She sounds
Tell
like
Gibson I want an
an old guard
update.
politician who's way too confident and way too comfortable in her position.
Yeah, but we like her. I thought we were Team Avzarella.
I think maybe Earth has enough problems that maybe could be solved by someone in a little bit. With their finger on the pulse a little bit more than she has.
That's true.
David, where are you?
I'm really sorry. Please don't tell my parents, but I need your help.
Okay, just slow down and tell me what happened.
I was heading back from school and a couple guys came up to me and they said they had to meet the Austin Shallows concourse in 15 minutes.
I'll be there, don't worry.
What is happening?
She should have killed those guys is what's happening.
Yeah.
Correct. Check the connection.
Shouldn't advocate murder, Nate.
I mean,
Correct.
they were gonna do it first.
Where is he?
At least now I don't have to listen to him go on and on about you. It's fucking
I
pathetic.
need a lot more makeup if you don't tell me.
He's safe. But that can quickly change if you don't cooperate.
See?
Who are you, her dad?
I'm David's new full-time
I know this actor.
What are you talking about?
David used to cook for me after school. You gave him a permanent position when you destroyed my lab and cost me a lot of money. He's currently working off that debt. Until I'm paid, he isn't going anywhere.
This is
Well,
bullshit.
okay, I
Just
guess.
a kid.
Kid with a bright future in terraforming. His parents are very proud from what I hear. Be a shame if you ruined all that for him.
You see all these little veiled
What do you
threats? She should have just killed those guys.
Yeah, but this guy wasn't there. He still would know about this.
No.
How?
But you do have access to the military storage rooms at the shipyard. All you need to do is accidentally leave one of the security doors open.
You do me a favor, I do you a favor. It'd be a shame if anything happened to your nephew. Ah, nah.
That?
Those fuckers aren't gonna do a thing to help.
Nope. I'd say the battle lines have been drawn.
Wonderful.
Doesn't
we can have a
anybody-
battle here to start off our civilization.
Isn't anyone interested in, like, how this happened? Or, like, why people were shot and what's happening?
Well,
Like, maybe we could diffuse the situation and start working together instead of just starting off like this.
right, but
This seems bad.
it's like we said, there aren't even really any power structures in place.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of folk, you know? Like,
Yeah.
who's even going to ask questions? You know, nobody reports to anyone.
That's a good point.
Were you laying against something metal when the lightning happened?
It hurt me.
Maybe it's an allergy. I'll see what I can do.
Jacob? Felsia, how much longer before we have power?
You think it possessed the kid?
Yeah, I think.
A few minutes.
Thinking so.
I'm gonna need more of these.
Tonight we do this. Yeah?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm not liking all the whispering behind everyone's back all the time.
Rounding up some people for later today.
Are you crazy? You were right there. You saw what happened to me.
Yeah, that's the reason we must do this now.
Find someone else.
No. Hey, Lucia.
You were part of this. No, Scotty. Make me come again. Archie is going to pay for what he did.
Audio surveillance. Classic. Take it easy, Naomi.
That's not a sustainable solution.
What do you think you're doing?
I need some parts. All RC equipment stays here.
You're not using it.
Archie's orders.
Mercury
Yeah.
doesn't know what's going on, man.
And it's ours. Put it down now.
Sure.
Oh,
we go.
yes!
Put the fuck in us.
What?
You like getting shot?
No.
Because you were about to.
I needed some parts and you weren't using it.
Listen, Mercury's my boss. My job is to follow orders. So don't think I won't shoot you if you pull that kind of shit again.
Why are you following orders out here?
So does that
Well-
mean we're not
Circumstances have changed.
Yeah, but you don't want chaos.
New shit
I
has
mean,
come to light, man.
colonizations of the ring systems is inevitable. Whatever is out there, we'll deal with it because that is the history of our species.
Right up to the moment that our species ceases to exist.
I look forward to having this debate with you in public.
So do I.
You know, maybe I changed my mind. I don't really like her perspective very much anymore.
Yeah.
We must conquer.
Scene.
It's what we do.
It's in our nature to spread.
Whatever's out there, we will crush it.
Well, she didn't say that. Hang on. Okay, let's not straw man her argument. She didn't even make an argument.
Couple steps away from that.
And what's the missing person's name?
David Draper.
Where and when was you last seen him?
Yesterday in Inner Shallows. The kidnapper contacted me this morning.
So it's also a ransom situation?
Yes. Well, yes and no.
Okay.
So, elaborate.
Explain.
A detective will see you now.
I understand you want to report a kidnapping? I'm Detective Esai Martin.
Goddamn cop. Your word may be worth more than mine, but there are cameras all over that shipyard. I'll get caught, and you'll be fucked.
Cameras at that dock have been glitchy for years.
So you can control any of these?
Malfunctions happen all the time.
Or maybe they don't, and you'll have footage to keep blackmailing David and me.
I never even thought of that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
Come again for David, or for me, bring a gun. I don't want to kill an unarmed man.
Thanks for coming in. We'll do all we can to get your nephew back safe and sound.
Doesn't seem like he's very afraid of her.
No.
I mean, there are few people in the world as confident as a crooked cop.
Yep, exactly.
Jesus. What the hell is a circuit you connected?
What do you mean by that?
Nothing, it's just a figure of speech.
What? They're not going to tell her that he connected the circuit?
You seem to know a lot more than you're telling me. Why?
Yeah.
I'm really not.
Stop speaking in euphemisms.
Hey guys.
It's too obvious.
Stopped. The lightning stopped. The last strikes were at the chain of islands on the other side of the planet.
So.
Oh, perfect.
Crisis averted.
Short journey.
Mm-hmm. Okay, things are happening now.
Oh, it's the sandworm.
You all feel that?
Yes.
I was hoping it was just me.
Paez.
Walk in the weird, funny pattern so it doesn't notice you.
Yeah.
That's impossible. This planet has no tectonic activity.
Well, we all felt it.
LV, is my geo kit still in your cart?
Yes, it's there.
Good. There are 3 seismometer spikes.
This is about to go totally crazy.
Now, and the other 2 as far apart as you can. 50-kilometer minimum separation.
Huh.
That, and I can pinpoint the source of the quake.
Okay.
What if that tower is part of a bigger thing?
It's a spine on Godzilla.
Yeah.
Mecha Godzilla? Oh no.
Oh god.
When you undermine my team's authority, you put everybody here in danger, including your own crew.
Is that a threat?
I'm just
Yeah.
you understand the situation.
Oh, I hope Amos does just kill him.
I know what you are. And what is that?
A killer?
Yeah, look at his dead eyes.
Uses that.
Someday I think you and I are going to end up bloody.
How about now? I'm free right now.
Yeah. There we go. Come on, don't leave this dangling. I just want to see this resolve.
Really.
Just tell me what you found on her.
Nancy Gao was accepted into the apprentice lottery on her first try. 1 week after she applied.
Is that corruption?
Some people wait decades.
Yeah.
We found an addendum attached to her application from former Secretary of Education Javid, formally requesting that her application be given special consideration.
There we go.
She jumped the line. She cheated.
What do you want to do with this?
Make an attack ad.
Discreetly. The media will uncover the rest. Gauss's people deserve the truth. Let's give it to them.
Okay.
Dirty political tricks.
Yes, it's all...
That's really not so cool.
It's always about just trying to make the other guy look worse, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have a feeling this isn't going to be a one-time deal?
No, it's definitely not. Like, you can't believe what that guy said to you, you know?
No.
Is she gonna get busted doing this and wind up in Martian prison?
I hope not.
It's a setting I would like to see depicted.
Yeah,
though,
would be interesting. It'd probably suck.
Let's bring somebody there so we can see it.
The thermometer is online.
All right. See where it's coming from.
Yeah, something totally nuts is gonna happen.
In the last 5 minutes of this episode.
I would be very strongly feeling to get back in the spaceship and go home.
Be like, can we just go? Is any of this worth it? What is there besides just for the Belters a spot that's away from the inners that anyone really wants?
I mean, and I get the value of that, but I just, in terms of, especially now that, like, we've put weird events into motion, I'd be like, well, we don't even know what the ceiling on how weird of a thing could happen is.
Right,
you know?
exactly. Oh. Those were Belter tattoos?
I think so.
Can I help you with something?
You're the only one who can. Swelling on my leg's gone down faster than you said it would. Brace needs adjusting.
Must be a quick healer. Come on.
You are being so sketchy right now, dude.
Yeah, well, he's just an extremely, I mean...
He's just an unsettling... I would just be like, no, I will not be in a place with you alone without anyone else around me. Thank you. You creep me the fuck out.
Well, I never got a chance to thank you for all your help at the crash site. You got there fast.
You're doing my job.
I think women are often socialized not to tell creepy men they're being creepy.
Yeah, I think that's probably...
What are you doing in here?
Getting some help.
You can't help us, and now you want us to help you.
Just having a conversation.
Like you were with the man you shot?
Belters, you always playing the victim.
No, I think she's on the right track here.
Because of men like you. Men who think our lives are disposable for your own gains.
Your lives? I had 23 of mine in the ground before they even set foot on.
It doesn't give you the right to play judge, jury, and executioner. Not while we're here. You're not gonna get away.
Oh no, Naomi.
Not right in the middle of making a point.
No. Oh, God.
See, he's kind of like satisfied with that.
Yeah, that was an ego boost. It's like, look at this. People who try to stand up to me just fall over dead. Yeah. What is it? It's rotating?
Whoa.
Where's David?
Something's come up.
This was a one-time deal.
There's something we need to discuss.
I know it.
Hires.
When we get to Inner Shallows, I better not see you again.
You know, a person with your training and skill set.
Could be very useful to me for the long term, so I'm just going to continue to hang this over your head forever until...
That's technology in the system, very noble.
Somebody's gonna do it.
I think you're gonna try to convince her to work for him too.
I'm not a criminal.
Mars is gonna need a lot more people like you.
Yeah, I'm not
totally against this guy.
I mean, no, his very existence is trouble. He's a organized criminal, and he benefits by the idea that, like,
When it dark,
you won't kill me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's a criminal cop. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you were having a heart attack.
I'm just acclimating to the gravity.
You gonna tell her she has to go up in orbit?
She's in wicked denial right now.
I'll be fine.
2 of ours who said the same thing were put into recycler less than a day later.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to die.
You don't go back up the well soon, you'll be dead. Just like them.
Bummer. This is crazy. Is it expanding? It looks... Oh, it's just moving.
Yeah, it's just like a drill or something like that, you know?
This might be a good time to talk to Miller.
Yeah, I mean...
I just don't know if Miller has anything constructive to tell you.
How do you... You can't contact him. He shows up when he wants to, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think he's gone. He got what he needed.
Link it to the Rossi's fire controls. We're gonna drop a torpedo on that thing. Conventional warhead.
What?
I can.
No. You can't do that.
Watch us.
We are witnessing something that human beings have never seen before. And your first instinct is to destroy it?
Yeah, blow it up.
No, there has to be something underneath, powering it. Meaning something immensely powerful. What if that blows up too? We still have time. We could go back to the settlement. We could evacuate.
And in the meantime, that thing could speed up, change course, do something else we can't even imagine.
Yeah.
We'd be out of options.
We've already dealt with this. Okay?
Well, and he probably feels responsible in some way, you know, like I turned this on. Blow it up. Whoa. This is not going to go well, though.
No.
That's my plan. That would be my plan, too, but it's not going to work.
Yeah, no way. Well, it stopped.
Oh, hey, maybe it did work. Okay. I guess.
Well...
The fuck that? Now, Sasa, come, we go.
Oh no. What? Oh no!
Oh my god.
Come on! They knew what they were plotting in there? Oh, because they were listening, right? The audio surveillance. Yeah.
Just gonna let him bleed out on the ground like that?
He's gonna double tap him.
I hope that answers your question.
Okay, well, look at you, Mr. Big Shot.
Wow. This isn't bad. I feel like the whole situation would be better if he just was never there at all in the first place.
No, definitely not. If it was just like Holden and his buddies helping out the Belters.
Yeah, he's definitely kind of an accelerationist. He just kind of wants to make sure everything is... You know, I'm sure that there would be something constructive about going to other Belters and being like, look, we have evidence that these guys are like trying to plan a violent... I'm trying to de-escalate this thing here.
Exactly.
Like, I understand you guys are mad that I shot that guy, but
these guys want to try to kill us.
Yeah,
now.
He was actually threatening to maim or kill me specifically in that moment.
Yeah, you could go to them as a large group and be like, look, here's what these people are planning. We have more firepower than you. You don't want this to become a violent conflict.
Really don't.
Right, yeah, you can just use that. Firepower is advantageous in a conflict without actually having to deploy it. You know?
Right, exactly.
It's good to have that so that you can negotiate with the understanding of other people knowing that they'll lose.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And just being able to convince the other party that, like, trust me, neither of us want to find out what this ends up looking like if this accelerates. You know we're going to win, but also, we really would rather not have to do that. Can we just nip this in the bud, please?
Exactly. And
a really great way to deal with that.
You know, I get nobody wants a boot on their neck. So
you're right. Exactly. Of course. But I mean, that's how you get one is by... Now they definitely have a boot on their neck for sure.
It's true, yeah. Those are 4 people who clearly are 4 of their most willing to engage that are now gone, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also,
It's stressful.
The Inner's willingness to turn a gun on the Belters just went up exponentially because they've seen, you know, if something happens once, then it will happen twice, then it happens 4 times, then 1,000 times. Before you know it, it's like all of one side.
It's just the way things are eventually.
Exactly.
Yeah. And, you know, I also do wonder, though, if Amos is going to respond to this by being like, okay, I'm just going to go kill that guy. Because they were already very much bristling at each other, you know, that was two angry wildcats.
It feels like that only ends one of two ways, where what's the name of they're working for a company, right? Or is it the Earth government that they are there for?
I don't know the specifics of it. Yeah, I see it as like there's the Earthers, and then there's the Belters, and then there's Holden's team. That's sort of how I'm seeing it, but there's probably official names.
Amos either kills that guy. What is his name?
Murtry?
Murtry?
Morty?
Something like that. Oh, gee, Rick! So, Amos either kills him, and nobody knows it was him, and then everyone assumes it's Belters, and then it's just the thing just goes on anyway. Or they know it's Amos, then all of a sudden all of the Earth firepower is aimed at the Rossi crew.
Yeah,
it's like,
or maybe Amos, you know, he's getting in good with that lady who's like, you know, high up in the ranks of the Earthers, so he could get her to persuade other people that Murtry's a problem. Yeah. And then you kill Murtry, and then Amos has the Earth forces at his disposal.
Interesting.
Or like Holden does, or like the Rossi, you know, like that there's a fusion there by cutting off the bad head of the existing Earth guys.
That would be helpful. Yeah. What are they called in Star Trek? The characters that like dial the call.
Red shirts?
Yeah, the red shirts. Yeah, it's like that would be a good way for the Rossi crew. Well, all the sort of planetary stuff is escalating to have a bunch of red shirts to throw the situation without having to constantly put...
Yeah, this show is better than that.
I know.
I feel like it's better than having, like, we need a bunch of bodies that the audience doesn't know or care about to die in this battle, and so,
It's not really... I wasn't thinking of battle, I was thinking more like events, because the events that are happening on this planet are massive. Like, you know, on a massive scale, like, tectonically huge, or like, you know, a giant storm and stuff.
It was like a big electric drill thing moving through the dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
They nuked it.
Like, you can't have too many, just from a storytelling perspective, it's not satisfying to have too many things like that happen with no casualties. You know, and
that's
it's
true.
and I mean, it just kind of, I don't know, I was just thinking more from like it would give the opportunity to be like, okay, so Holden's in charge of a bunch of people who aren't named characters that we care about specifically.
Right,
that
sure.
can be,
No, I get that.
Yeah, so, but I do kind of agree with you that that's a little cheap.
Yeah, I think this show is more creative than that usually.
Yeah.
It doesn't do just standard TV trope stuff most of the time.
Yeah, but they're clearly trying to set him up to be a villain.
Yeah, that's clear as day.
The music even says it, just the way that the camera works.
That's also sort of that actor's specialty, you know, like he tends to play bad guys. Other people were mentioning him from other I think he's in like a Doctor Who spin-off called like Torchwood or something like that. And I'm not a Doctor Who guy. I'm partial to Red Dwarf myself.
Pretty good.
Naomi can't handle the gravity. She's got to leave. So is she? How will she continue to be part of the story if she can't be on the planet anymore?
Yeah, it's kind of like a sad thing for her character in general. Just sort of like, just because like it was a writing choice, and they seem to be like they're kind of like removing her from the action, which it was so exciting to see her be in the action in the first place. I understand like the medical drama is also interesting about like, oh, it's her first time on a terrestrial planet and she can't handle it, and it's sort of like an emotional issue, but like also it takes her out of any sort of fun, interesting close-up stuff that's about to happen soon.
I think it's an interesting realistic exploration though of what it would like human beings who grew up in a low gravity environment. Yeah, I think it makes sense medically and physiologically that it would be harder for them to go to regular gravity, and so that's just cool for them to demonstrate to the audience so vividly with a character we can empathize with so strongly because we've been with her, you know, of like, what would it be like to be a human that's confined to space, you know, like an environment that's so alien to us and so inhospitable to where we feel at home, and yet you can't go to the places where we feel at home, which is the surface of a planet under a sky. It's, I don't know.
Right. And
there's a sadness to that.
Yeah, and it's also the way that, because I like Naomi so much, and I want her to, and she wants to be in the middle of the action. She doesn't want to miss any of the fun.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to see the fun feels less fun without her being there, as I think a lot of the other characters would agree with me in saying that. You know, I think like, you know, Amos will be bummed that she's not going to be there. You know, Holden obviously. And they'll all be like bummed out that she's not going to be able to be there. So like as a viewer, it's almost like good writing, because as a viewer, I'm like, I want her to be able to be there, but she can't.
Right. It feels more like the real tale of the events that took place instead of them just feeding us what we want to see.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Instead of just being given fan service, you're like, oh no, there's factors at play that have to be accounted for and stuff.
It just sucks for her, kind of. It sucks for everybody involved. It sucks for me. It sucks for her. Yeah.
But we get this Dr. Okoye who will maybe stand in for Naomi now or something, because she's with Holden and Alex investigating the giant robot drill.
Or maybe, like you said, give her some robot legs, give her a robot heart, to, like an external robot heart to work with. For
That's
a little
right, yeah, give Naomi
know?
some cyborg supplements to help her be on the planet. Maybe that would work. I don't know. I think that they were saying that, you know,
no, it's kind of like,
that Belter lady out there was saying, you know, you need to leave, you'll die if you stay. I think that was pretty unambiguous.
Yeah, it was. And then we have political competition. What do you call it? Election?
Yeah, there's a campaign going on, you know, and so she's got a comfortable lead over her opponent for now. I'm sure that won't change. I'm sure she'll stay comfortably ahead, and it will be no problem.
That's all I needed to see.
Yeah.
They're ahead in the beginning, and then God knows that, you know, like at midnight when all the ballots come in, things can't shift drastically in a way that's like seems like it's unrealistic, but it actually happens all the time, kind of thing.
You're treading into territory that we probably want to stay far away from.
Sorry.
So yeah, I'm not sure about all the Earth stuff at the like. And same with the Mars storyline, like I like the, you know, there's the crooked cop putting pressure on Bob. It's pretty cool. But I find myself just much more interested in what's happening in the new solar system, on the new world, and like I'm sort of every time that we're cutting back to the home system, I'm sort of just wanting to go back and see the others. And not that those stories are necessarily bad, but the other stuff is just so intriguing. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm more invested in the Bobby stuff than the Officer Wallace stuff, obviously, as you can tell from my commentary. A little bit. I feel as if she's gotten soft, and it's to her detriment. I don't like to see people kill other people. I just know that she had an opportunity to not have this be a storyline at all. Yeah. You know, and just sort of
she could have taken care of it earlier.
Yeah, I mean, like, those guys were dead. No one would know that she was there. Her nephew could have just been like, somebody came in with a gun and I ran, and like he killed everybody, and he, you know, like I said, he had a hook hand and, you know, whatever, make up bullshit. And
you're sort of advocating for Mercury's approach back in the home system.
Yeah.
You sure you want to do that? I don't know. Maybe that's not quite what you're doing, but yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a crooked cop. I mean, once you get involved with, you messed up my operation, and now you have to make it up to me. You know, that becomes, it's like that never stops. It's like
true.
It's like, oh, I was successful, now you're gonna let me go. I found you to be more useful than I had originally expected you to be.
Oh, I thought you were gonna die, but since you're alive, keep working for me.
Yeah, it's like there's not gonna be, you're just gonna end up having to kill him anyway. Or prove to the entire system that this guy with a perfect arrest record and like all this stuff is actually a mob boss.
And that's
like,
a tall order, getting that kind of proof. So
especially as in her position, like they were talking about, like, you're a disgraced Marine.
Yeah.
Like, who's kind of considered a traitor to Mars.
Everyone thinks you're
I'm
loyal
a
to Earth.
decorated police officer. You're never going to be, you know.
It's true. You're making good points. It's a hard situation she's in.
Yeah.
That speaks to the writing that there's not an easy answer. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's fantastic.
I don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that to be one spine on a much more giant creature.
It was like going in circles. It's they could be like turbines on a giant, but
or like
the scale is preposterous at this point.
Yeah, what if it were to emerge and that was like, you know, one of its little spines? There's no amount of nukes. I don't know.
That's not this show either.
No,
you know, it's like a robot kaiju. No, come on.
But it was definitely doing a thing. it was doing a thing with some kind of intention, maybe
Oh,
not
for sure.
intelligence
And then
necessarily.
when
but it
it
was,
got shot, it was like, oh, hey now. You know, like, I
Yeah.
don't feel like it was destroyed and more just like paused. It was
Yeah.
like, hey, what's happening?
and it sunk a little bit. It
Yeah.
like fell into the ground almost like it was gonna like go down and pop up somewhere else. You know, like it's showing a little bit of, again, like it's definitely has not only a purpose that it's supposed to be fulfilling, but if a certain set of criteria aren't able to be met, it stops working, right? Because it went, you know,
Yeah.
you cut the thing and
it
and then
noticed
started
that it
to
got
work.
blown up for sure.
Yeah,
so.
it noticed that it got blown up and it stopped doing the thing almost as like as some sort of like, not a defense mechanism, that's not the word I'm looking for, but like a safety switch or some kind of thing. So
a
like
fail-safe for something. Or, yeah.
Stuff doesn't do stuff for no reason, is all I'm saying.
It's true.
There's
That's
no
one of the
who
laws of
built
physics,
that.
right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that Albert Einstein said that.
No, Isaac Newton.
Yeah. Stuff that is doing stuff and then starts doing different stuff when stuff is done to it is definitely a thing.
Say stuff again.
Stuff.
Okay.
I'm just curious to know like how that's gonna evolve. I know
Me
that's
too,
the
definitely.
point.
Yeah, that was where I think Robot Kaiju was our new space zombies. you know?
Yep. The Robot Kaiju.
So yeah, is that about it for this week? I don't know.
think
What do you
so,
think?
Yeah, I think so.
Crazy the Expanse, Subduction. What subducted? Was that when the thing went down?
I think it was spinning and kind of pulling in stuff, or it wasn't like leaving a trail behind it. I didn't really think it was
eating
kind of,
planet material.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe that's what that was.
Sort of like the protomolecule eats genetic material and uses it, repurposes it.
So it's like the anti-proto molecule. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe we're onto something there.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. This is The Expanse. This show's great.
my goodness.
You guys are always fun leaving Screaming Firehawk comments, so do that. We like that. I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
This is Ketchup Packets.